All right, folks, we are back. This is a surprise to me, but apparently Outrage and TR are going to be playing tonight. Going to have Outrage our orange team and TR our purple team. And I'm not alone tonight. We got our co-caster. We got Yuzol. What's up, man? Yeah, looks Sonic is usually a pick. Yeah, Star White, most deaf, getting it out of here. This is going to be Umbreon too. All right, first pick time. Here we go. Okay, next two picks are going to fall to Outrage. Let's see who they can get as a rebundle. I see a Snorlax, so I'm thinking Walls. Perhaps a Snorlax or a Mime pick is in the near future. They ran about an Umbreon, but we're going to have a Zapdos to control space in the mid range. Looks like we're going to pick a support of some kind, and it's going to be Hoopa. Hoopapa Strong.
Team Outrage, we have Garchomp and possibly the Mamoswine. We'll see here in a bit.
Gotta be fixing. All right. There was a bit of an issue in OBS, but everyone should be able to hear us now. So yeah, sorry about that. We were talking and no one was hearing. So let's try to recap again. Fans are gonna be Articuno, Charwhite, Psyduck, Moltres, and Umbreon. I'm looking at these two picks right now. Outrange controls a lot of the mid range to the Zapdos, and they want to engage a lot with Mr. the Champ, not my champ, and Garchomp. But over on the left side, over on TR, they kind of balanced it out. They have engages with Surfetch and Blastoise, and they have Mute for range control. But they also
I
themselves
think
want to engage with Charizard. What do you think, you will?
I think here left side TR has better front to back and better like Death Ball with the Blastoise and Clefable, and then just play around the poke from Mew and the engages from Blastoise Charizard combo with really nasty burst between the Blastoise, Zard. They have good burst. While on Team Outrage, they have more ability to siege pads. They are able to roam the map a little better. They like to split fight. They like to play for picks. They like to pick off the basically like a back to front, so to speak, and catch people off guard. Hopefully, are they able to catch TR out of able to catch TR off guard? We shall see.
Good assessment as always. Let's see how things play out in this match to come up. Everything is loading. We pray for no crashes. Everything looking good so far. Everyone's on good update hardware. They're playing on their phones ideally. They're not playing on those filthy Switch ones. And we're about to get started here.
Yes,
Meanwhile,
indeed.
on TR side, we're gonna have Surfetched and Chance heading up to the top. Charl X is gonna be the jungler. Squirtle and Mew are gonna be heading to the bottom. They'll be facing off against Zapdos and Mamoswine. But Champ's gonna be the jungler, and over at the top, we're gonna have Garchomp and Hoopa.
Yes, indeed. The fight for the 940s is on, and Surfetch gets it. Or they're trying to steal on their side farm, and Surfetch also gets it.
Oh, they
Not
forced
able
the
to get
E-check.
absolutely nothing.
E-check already out of Zapdos. That might be a problem in the future.
The play for the 920Bs is on, and the TR is able to get most of them on the top side. The jungler is here.
Jungler, Machamp, Machoke working its way up to the top. I don't know if he has vision. I don't know if TR has vision on him quite yet. Looks like they're going to be really focusing on that Charmeleon. It's going to be very dangerous. Zapdos is also here along with Mew. It is going to be a 4-on-4 up top.
Yes, and the fight for the 850Bs is on. We see the submission. And first victim goes down. 2 down. It's a possible 3-piece.
Yep, that is the thing about
18 points.
Yep, a 15 and a 20, yeah. That is the thing about submission. It is just marking people for death, especially this damage backing up. And just between Zapdos alone would be enough. That was pretty much overkill.
Yes, indeed. Garchomp is really fed here, and it's really hard for Crosshand here to try to get his level 5 and get his spikes before Garchomp gets his.
All right, a couple more seconds until the Regidrago is going to spawn in. No one's quite in position for it yet. They're just getting their neutral form since it's available.
Surfetch is online, level 5, and there's 3 up top. It could be possible that they could play for scores.
Not bringing the score for Charmeleon. Doesn't want to get level 7 that way. Wants him to earn it.
The full heal is on. The full heal is down on the Surfetch, and he is killed.
Another score. Yep, that's a broken pad. A bit too early.
A 10 over cap. A 10 over cap, which means there's going to be 615Bs on the side of TR.
Oh.
We have Garchomp by himself getting his level 7. He is pretty beefy up top with a buff Reggie top side.
All right, we got a Machamp available, working its way down. The level 8 Charizard. Machamp has eyes on the prize, but the objective's up. At the bottom is going to be Regieleki, and over at the top, Garchomp's going to have a Reggie of its own.
Yes, indeed. Val takes the Reggie Ice here, and we see a first victim in the Blastoise. They're hitting the Regieleki. This could be a potential push, because they have a Machamp ult to work with.
Yep, and no one has ults over on TR, so Machamp waiting for the cooldowns to come through. Waiting to see who chooses what. Charizard's coming back. Not level 9 just yet.
Clef goes down. This bot pad is officially destroyed.
Alright, time to get some more farm. We're going to head towards the top, it looks like, for Outrage.
Looks like Outrage is looking for a jungle siege, just taking all of the farm from their side, keeping them small.
Our truck is online. Got some of the Ds up there. There's going to be a siege at bottom. 32 points over. And that's going to be Mammo's final evolution right there.
Yes, indeed. Every single Pokemon on the side of Team Outrage has their ults online. We're just waiting for the side of TR to get theirs online as well.
Yeah, this Blastoise here is a bit under level. I would just focus on getting a bit more farm, get closer to 9 as much as possible.
We're looking at a potential top lane siege here. Charizard goes in. We see the Garchomp ult and gets cancelled by the Zard ult. We see the Hoopa ult. They're ready to defend this pad. Surfetch ults.
All hands on deck.
Zapdos is down.
Right. Garchomp should be getting that ult back a little soon. All right. Charizard's getting a secure on the Hoopa. But Champ didn't ult that exchange at all, surprisingly enough. Yep, Garchomp's going to need to back up here. Zapdos finally going to be ult again. That has been a lot of damage, a lot of clapback.
Yes, indeed. They're not letting that top pad go to waste. And still looking for a Regirock, a free Regirock over here while everybody else has to farm.
All right. The Champ creating space for his team to do this Regirock. They still have a Machamp ult available, but TR got some levels back from that exchange. They pretty much won that exchange.
We see Team Outrage here moving as a 3-4 unit. They're gonna look to play for Regieleki bot side, potentially. Zard X is doing it with the Surfetched.
And more people are coming down. They're fetch whiffing that ult a little bit. They're gonna have to full heal from that submission. Regieleki's health is going down. It's about to be secured by the Mew E-Ball.
Blastoise goes down.
Uh-oh.
Blastoise is down. Garchomp is down. This could be a potential gone bot pad. We see the Hoopa ult trying to bring his teammates in, but it's too late. Bot pad is gone.
Ult, but it's time for cleanup. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Mew's gone.
So what seems to be the ebb and flow right now is TR makes their play, they make their ult push, they get some KOs, and then finally Outrage claps back with some kills of their own, and pretty much that's how they're keeping up the level lead. Pretty much breaking even.
Yeah. Yes, it's all about the able to have counterplay for whatever they're trying to do and punish them for it. And they're able to do that pretty decently here.
One other thing is TR definitely has the range advantage to the Mew, especially because of the Mew. That just kind of has to move in towards the threatened range of Char X. Char X is going to be able to sustain a little longer than usual due to the moonlight that Clef is providing.
Yeah, it's also really hard for the side of Team Outrage to even reach the Mew because they have the Blastoise, they have the Zard X ult. It's really hard for them to actually try to kill Mew.
Yeah, and they have the Char X ult to... And that move, that ultimate has the down property. So, like, whatever anyone is doing, they're going to get snatched up. Even if it's Garchomp ult, even if it's a Champ ult, it's going to get snatched.
TR is heavily positioned topside. They're looking for a death trap. Well, in the middle, they're all positioned on the side of pit and on the side of the choke, waiting for anyone to walk in.
Edge gonna walk in with a detect, getting some vision there.
We see Garchomp tapping it. They want to bring the fight to the pit, potentially. They're inching closer. The fight is almost brewing.
Centerpiece of this entire exchange is gonna be how well utilized that Char X ult is. All right, Blastoise ultimate. Yeah, that's how you do it. Time to clap back. The Champ ulting in, getting some picks.
Oh no, 2 Pokemon on the side of Team Outrage is gone. Machamp is gone. It's just the tank and the support.
And make that 4. Another thing of grave importance is whenever one team has a healing support, it makes it hard to kind of whittle them down. Any kind of anti-damage they sustain is very temporary. If you don't have one healing support of your own, then you're just going to be behind. TR definitely with the better comp.
Yes, indeed. And they might look to... Yep, they score 100 here, and the push is on. They could look at it to break another top tier 2. And have the guaranteed score lead.
Well, since no one on the Outrage is peeling back the score, this is a guarantee. TR taking game 1.
Yep. I think their death ball is a lot stronger because, like, they have really good defense for the Mew to just poke for free.
Comp was definitely a protected president comp. The president being Char X. Checking out this final score here, 563 to 257. TR taking it. MVP is going to be Crosshand, 4 KOs, 10 assists, 88 overall MVP rating. He's not the only one with 10 assists. You got to look at Maru and Quality. Good stuff holding it down for the Char X cleanup. Looking at this battle data.
Yes.
Yep, about the numbers you would expect. TR was the most at 65,000.
Yeah, I think the Muse damage makes sense because it was able to fire off solar beams and never just throw damage for free. Well, it's able to be heavily protected by the Zard, by the Blastoise, but the Clefable. It had a lot of protection to be able to just throw free damage at the same of Outrage.
Yep, range is important. Yeah, you can send someone like a champ to go and dive in, but he's going to be taking a lot of damage on his way in, and then at the same time, he's going to be able to heal off all that damage themselves due to the clef. Good stuff. Let's see what happens in game number 2. We will be back. All right, we're back again. Outrage is going to keep the first pick, and we're going to stay on Kyogre. And
Yes,
zero.
indeed,
Oh, yep, yep,
and
yep.
we see here the bands of Zardwai and Moltres. They don't want neither of those picks up. We see here a potential Articuno ban. Yes, indeed.
All right, well, we're going to get the third legendary bird ban. We're going to have to find out. But so far, we're going to stick with the Zacian ban.
Yes, indeed. Val is known for playing Sashin, so I think it's a bit targeted, but also at the same time it could be potentially because usually a Sashin ban means you're able to play a scalar topside. Will they play a scalar? We'll see.
Outrage is looking to take the Blastoise for themselves. That is a good decision. Blastoise was a key component in protecting the president of Charizard X falling to TR side from last game, and they want to take that piece off the board.
Yes. Well, as a response, they took away the Zapdos from red, and they keep the Surfetched.
Agreed. Let's see how Outrage will respond. Last game, they were a little short on the range department, but the Umbreon wasn't available last game, so now they're going to take it.
Yes. And we will see the Mega Lucario. They have a really beefy comp on the side of Outrage so far. What do you think they'll do to try to counter all this beefiness on the side of Outrage? We see the Alcremie,
Yeah, that is
and
one
then
way.
a potential Snorlax pick.
That is definitely one way to handle that. Alcremie is a healing support, so they're going to try to minimize all this damage that they're taking. Outrage is going to need, if they're not going to pick a healing support of their own, they're going to have to focus on more high burst damage to counteract it.
And what kind of burst damage are we looking at? We will see here in a bit. It might be Urshifu or Rhydon, potentially. Yes, they're both locked in.
A wicked blow would be the burst damage that they need.
And then for the final pick here on the side of TR will be an
We're going to give it a second. Let's see what he picks. It's going to be Blaziken here. Blaziken to round up this team. So, yeah, they still same philosophy for both teams. They do want to engage. So range overall is going to fall towards that Miraidon. It's going to be outraging that Zapdos. But on the left side for TR, they're going to have the healing support to kind of undo some of that damage.
I think here the side of TR has better burst. Like they have better burst, and between the Snorlax and the Alcremie is really hard for them to actually break the defenses because both Alcremie and Snorlax are, if they played this smart, they could potentially just bait the Umbreon ult because that's one of the only things that can counter Alcremie ult. Well, on the side of the Team Outrage, they are very tanky. They're also very good at protecting Miraidon, and if that Miraidon is able to poke for free, it's really hard for the side of TR to actually reach it.
Yeah, I feel like whenever damage will befall on TR, it's going to get minimized by the Alcremie for sure.
Yes, indeed. I think the side of TR has better heals than the side of Team Outrage because Alcremie cakes, not only do they heal a lot, you're able to throw a lot of cakes very often on the field, and they're able to last for 20 seconds on the field.
All right, here we go again. Up at top is going to be Surface with its healing support in Alcremie. Blaziken and Torchic is going to be the jungle. Avra at the bottom is going to be Zapdos and Snorlax. That is a very strong bottom lane. They will be going up against Miraidon and Squirtle. Miraidon can outsecure the Zapdos' discharge. It is very possible. Puffoo's going to be the jungler, and over at the top is going to be Lucario and Umbreon. Squirtle taking a lot of damage there. I don't blame him. Zapdos' discharge has a lot of waves, and if it has electrical field out, it's going to be a third wave doing even more damage. There it is. And Snorlax with a secure. It's just going to be looping like that. Zapdos is like ready at night. It's like, hey, trying to play for top. There's going to be Urshifu there. I got to damage it. And it is going to be a Water Bear. Water Bear is going to be heading towards the center, getting all the extra farm there. Going to be level 5.5. Going to be a little bit late to 850, sorry. Farm is here and available. Let's see if we can get that place kick from, going in. All right. Surfetch goes, not Surfetch. Wicked Blow Urshifu goes down. Sorry, Surgeon Strikes. There's going to be a score here. A lot of points going in. I'm going to try to slow down that score to no avail. Yeah, TR is going to win that exchange initially. Back at the bottom. We're going to have Squirtle. We're going to have Miraidon here. Both reaching level 5.
Yes, indeed. I would say on the side of TR, they have the score lead, and they have the better level lead as well. Big thanks to the 4-man top push, and It's better for them to actually get online way faster because as a result, and keep the side of Team Outrage small.
Urshifu going right back in.
We see. Yes, and it could be a potential two-piece. Lucario goes down. Blaziken is low. They decide to disengage and play for the Regidraco.
And it's a Wish Umbreon. They do have a support. I forgot. Umbreon counts as a support with Wish.
Yes, indeed. It has really good single target healing, but compared to Alcremie, it actually does slightly less heals overall.
Alcremie's kind of for everyone, but the good thing about Umbreon Wish is it also has the damage reduction for your healing target. So ideally, Urshifu or Lucario. So it kind of balances out. These two teams' composition-wise are relatively even.
Yes, indeed. And Blaziken has level 8, so he can afford to just switch moves and rip the objective in people's faces. It's at half HP, but instead he wants to fight. He might look at his potential victim in Urshifu. Urshifu goes down. No flash on Lucario.
Yep.
That Regieleki might reset.
Yep, Urshifu going a little bit too ham. Regieleki resetting a little bit, but that's not going to be enough. Zapdos with a Regieleki secure, and it's going to be walking down. Honestly, just let the Regieleki walk through. That was a mistake.
Nah. Indeed. Now it goes to tier 2 and 2 Pokemon down. This might be a free tier 2 break.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Con online at around 6. They're not going to stop here. They're going to be walking through that jungle.
Yep. Their main objective here is to keep the Lucario and the Miraidon small, and they're both level 7 compared to the enemy side, and compared to TR side, level 9 Blaziken, level 10 Zapdos, and level 10 Surfetch'd.
Surfetch'd ulting in, couldn't get the Miraidons in a flash away here. Block Snorlax, keeping people off the pad. Blastoise setting up a Surf, but taking too much damage in doing so. All right, there's that mean look. Time to punish that Surfetch'd, but there's the Alcremie hold, deferring a lot of that damage. Start again. Ultra combo. There goes Urshifu. He's not stopping. There's the Wish. Healing him up. All right, balance has been restored. Time to return to neutral.
Mega Lucario finally has his ult, and so does Miraidon. Everybody's ult is online except for Blastoise. On the side of Outrage.
About to spawn again in about 20 seconds. So Outrage has a choice here. They can let this objective go and focus on getting some core breaks while having the time to go back and defend it.
Yes, indeed. Another issue here is that if they do that, TR could punish them by just walking in their jungle and looking to steal all of their side farm. Mega Lucario goes down.
Getting isolated here was a bit too far up. All right, I'm not trying to make the same mistake. He's gonna have to back up and just let this one go.
Yes, and the next Regieleki should spawn around 215. They will have another home Lucky. They're looking at their jungle, see what they can take from the jungle side. We have the poke from the Miraidon. They're backing off a little bit.
All right, it looks like they're going to leave Lucario for that Regieleki. Zapdos ulting that pad. Once that Regieleki heals 5 times, that's going to be an auto score for one teammate.
Thought pad goes down. We see all the ults fly off. Miraidon gets picked off. We see the Surfetch'd ult. Umbreon also goes down. Urshifu's level 13 getting some kills. He might clean up here. Never mind. They're backing off. And it's off to the races. Trying to get online, trying to get their levels. You see Urshifu trying to hit the Regieleki.
TR doing a wonderful job here, holding it down 303 to 39. Fighting for this Regice. A lot of damage has befallen this Urshifu. And not enough against TR. That Alcremie's putting in a lot of work.
Yes, indeed. The fight for Team Outrage to get their level spikes of level 13 is on the run. They have 50 seconds to do it before the Kyogre spawns.
Oddly enough, Virtue, yeah, has that level 13 first. You know, his team's been playing on the back foot. Virtue's been doing its job getting the picks wherever it can.
Yes, and on the side of TR, we have a level 13 Blaziken, a level 12 Zapdos, and a level 12 Outrage. And they have all their paths up and positioned topside for a potential Kyogre fight, making the Regieleki a Kyogre fight.
Yep, Outrage just has to play up here. There's no choice. This will be the final fight.
They're starting to hit it, but I don't think they have enough time to rip. So I think they're just going to pit and make it fight there. TR is doing a good job of trying to zone them from top side. The only way the Team Outrage can get in is through bot side. And let's see here. Blaziken's just throwing damage. They don't really need to do anything. The people that need to do something is Team Outrage.
Yeah, they are behind by a lot. So we're gonna need a juicy Blastoise engage. Blastoise just kind of, oh, that's a surf in. Bring some pressure. Might ult pretty soon though. Rhydon is just working on that Kyogre. But Blastoise is taking a lot of damage in the meantime. It's time to go in, folks.
That's the Blastoise ult. 2 people down on the side of TR. Blaziken and Snorlax down, and Snorlax dies with ult. Zapdos is dead. On the side of Team Outrage, 4 people are dead.
Don't even try to rip that big dog. Do something else.
Yeah, if they're smart, TR doesn't really need to rip because they're up 300 points. They can just play for a refight with Snorlax ult as well.
I'm surprised no one went for a back cap. But it is what it is. TR is still in the lead here. Outrage is forced to do a refight. Snorlax still has its ult, though. That is a problem.
Team Outrage is looking to flip here and try to finish it. And the side of TR gets it.
Perfect secure.
And we see an ace on the side of Team Outrage.
That is a wrap. TR leading the set 2-0. Remember, folks, this is going to be a 3 out of 5. No, they are on match point. That's tough to TR once again. The final score is 713 to 39. Look at these numbers, man. Look at these numbers.
Yeah, the Zapdos was putting in a lot of work. And I think as soon as the 4-man top side, Zapdos was able to get online and able to destroy any kind of momentum the side of Outrage wanted to do, it was basically game over from right then and there. It was really hard for Team Outrage to catch up.
And the battle data should follow suit. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Cross hand TTV, the MVP, once again, over 91,000 damage put on the board. Those leaf blades added up. All right, as you know, TR is on match point. Let's see how Outrage rebuttals. Stay tuned. All right, we are back here for game number 3. TR is up 2-0. Let's get active. So far, for what I'm seeing is TR is really relying on the healing support over for their team. And I would like to see Outrage kind of counteract this with some bans or some cursed items and good curse bombs. Perhaps a ranged support. No, sorry, not a ranged support, a ranged attacker that's a mage will pretty much tone down all the heals from the supports coming from PR. What do you think, Hall?
I think they also need to figure out a way to counter the 4-man top push because that's what screwed them over game 2. At least for game 1, they matched the 4-man top with another 4-man. But here, we're going to see the Zapdos first pick and have it for themselves here. We have the Surface on the side of TR and the Blastoise.
Yep, TR once again taking the Blastoise for themselves. Blastoise just flipping teams left and right. Outrage is going to be picking up Mamoswine this time around. And support of their own. Clefable would be a good choice.
Yes, indeed. Is able to protect Zapdos pretty well and just play around Zapdos here as of now. And I wonder what the side of TR is going to do to counter this kind of play style that Team Outreach might be looking for. We see the Espeon and the Alcremie again. Yes. I think it's a battle of the pink healers. It basically boils down to who can heal more on their team and have more impact with their heals between Clefable and Alcremie, who arguably have some of the biggest heals in the entire game. On the side of Team Outrage, we see the Garchomp and the Dragonite.
I do appreciate that Outrage is taking a page from TR's book. Hey, we need a stronger healing support. We got to keep our team wants to engage. Our team wants to brawl a lot, and we're going to need to be able to do that even longer. We're going to need a good healing support.
And then on the side of TR, we see the final pick of Mega Charizard X. I'd say on the side of TR, just like game 1, they have better burst. They have better CC with the Espeon, with the Blastoise, with the Zard X. When he engages, every time he engages, it comes with a stun. And all that leads to a lot of burst. And on the side of Team Outrage, they also have a lot of burst. On the side of with Zapdos, with Dragonite, Hyper Beam potentially, and the Garchomp, and the Mamoswine, they have really good chances of making good front to backs around objectives. They have really good objective control. While on the side of TR, they have better team fight outside the objectives. Like they don't want to play for objectives and rip it, but they want to fight on objectives and then get it after a team wipe.
Agreed.
They want to fight.
One thing I would have liked to have seen from Outrage is something like a Mimikyu or a Slowbro, because they're trying to deal with the anchor character, the main brawler for TR. Sometimes it's Char X, sometimes it's another Mon entirely. Something to lock it down. If they can lock it down, then the heals won't matter as much. That is the core of their offense right now.
I'd say that is a good idea. Another good Mon that annoys Zardex is just a lot of CC as well. If you could just even if it's not bound like a Slowbro, it can also be like a Buzzwole or something.
Yep, agreed. Thank you at all our lane partners. Espeon and Squirtle will be heading toward the bottom. They'll be going off against Zapdos and Mamo. That is going to be a tough one. Let's see, this discharge has a lot of damage right now. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there goes Squirtle.
Yes, indeed. Zapdos is a very strong opponent in the lane. A lane bully like Zacian.
Yep.
We see our first score on the Mamoswine with 4 points.
All right, it's 920. Zatu have appeared. That is going to be secure for left.
The side of TR.
Uh-oh. Dragonair is here.
Yes, Dragonair has really good offensive pressure here because he can look for to just kite the side of TR. If pushed properly, all of his kiting is going to be really strong with the CC from Zapdos potentially.
Aptos is a little bit late, but it's now or never. Trying to get some damage in. Missing on Charmeleon. They're going to have to back off. It is a bit of a stalemate.
We see Zardex trying to fight against the clock to get his level 7 first before Dragonite gets his level 8.
Right. Zapdos, a lot of points here. Getting a lot of neutral farm. 10 seconds till Regidrago. Let's see which team gets there first. I'd like to imagine it would be Outrage. They are a bit ahead right now. In terms of levels, at least.
Zardex is level 7. He is online. All he needs is his ult. He's looking at the Regidrago potentially.
And looking to charge in with a Flare Blitz. There it is. Who gets to secure? It is going to be Charizard.
Almost find is low. They have to back, and I don't think they want to fight here. We see a potential 3-man push topside on the side of TR.
We are. Charizard, Surfetch, they're in position. Dragonair's heading up, but Dragonair's gonna really want its level 8 to become Dragonite. Let's see what kind of picks it can get. The farm is here. Who's gonna get the secure?
Oh no, Surfetch goes down on the hands of Clefable. They're able to get the Dragonite level 8, which is really important because he can play for objectives now.
Yep, that Hyper Beam is no joke.
Yes, indeed. Because Hyper Beam can secure things from 18% macing HP. You can see it right here in action.
Oh, it's 18%? Oy,
Yeah.
oy, oy.
Yeah, it's really good smite range because it got recently buffed. A couple of I think it was last patch. They're not looking to push here on the side of Team Outrage. They just want to farm and get their power spikes. Everybody on the side of Team Outrage is level 7.
I totally agree with this. Let's just get some farm. They can deal with the objective. They can rip it all they like. Let's get this next one. Let's get this universal experience. Zapdos leashing the Registeel a bit, putting them a butt behind. Blastoise might be able to make a play here. Little too late. Gonna eject out.
We have the Zardex. Oh, and he ults here.
Ooh!
Mamosang goes down.
Surf, Hydro Pump, Fire Punch. They got it all. I gotta make that Blastoise pay, though.
Yes, indeed. And they have the side of Team Outrage has 2 ults to play for. 3 ults to play for if they want to make a push anywhere.
Well, Zapdos is about to reach ults. Garchomp has ults. A lot of ults on the side of Outrage. They can make a definite play here.
Yes. And we might see a potential push here on the top side with Surfetch almost down.
I've just realized
we see the Clefable ult.
Clefable's running Follow Me. I believe it's for the Charizard. Instead of Gravity.
We see the Garchomp ult. Team Outrage might look to retreat here. They're low. And the Clefable might be down here in 2 seconds.
It is stalling for time for everyone to get out. We're gonna take a look at something else here. Regilecki's back up top. Looks like Zapdos wants to fight for it. It hasn't ulted yet. Uh-oh, coming down from the top rope. Dragonite's here. Charizard's like, give me that.
And gets brought down by the Zardex.
And the secure. Charizard's taking a lot of damage here. He's gonna have to back off.
Indeed. But they have the heals of Alcremie to go back in if he wants to.
There's that Follow Me, stopping that Flare Blitz.
I think they have to retreat because the Regieleki is low. They just want to farm and get the level lead over Team Outrage.
This is a much more even game as opposed to the last two, and all due to the Clef.
despite the fact that Team Outrage is down in points, 35 points, they have better levels. They have a level 11 Garchomp and Dragonite, level 10 Zapdos. Well, the highest level on the side of TR is the Megazard X with level 12. Everybody else is level 10.
And the score, it's barely, they're barely down. Oh, missing the Dragon Rage Dragon Claw combo. Blissey ulting to save its life. Garchomp ulting in, mainly to move away here. Got Blastoise getting a kill on Zapdos over at the bottom. Let's see what's going down over here. Blastoise with the secure, dealing with the 2v1.
We see the Flash engage with the Surf.
All right, Dragonite
We see
is
Dragonite.
here.
Oh,
Back up. That's right, all of you back away.
250 bees should spawn on both sides of the map. The fight for the birds could be on here, and here we go.
Right on time.
I'd say it's a stalemate so far. Like the main goal here is to try to get your level 13 spikes before the other side does. Zardex has his level 13. The Surfetched is 2 levels down for level 13, and then Espeon just got level 11. While on the side of Team Outreach, we have a level 12, just hit level 13 on Dragonite. Garchomp is almost level 13, and then Zapdos might reach level 12.
So, due to the Garchomp and the Dragonites, the Rip and Secure, ripping the objective, this Kyogre straight from go might be ideal. They're going to take the point lead due to Regieleki going in the top. And now TR's on the back foot, technically.
Yeah.
Garchomp can't really hold
Garchomp might be picked out here.
Anti-ulting in. Oh, that Charizard is weakened. Time to go in. Dragonite saw that. Taking it back up. Yo, go for the rip, man. Go for the rip. Outright should go for this rip. They created a bit of passivity. They do have to lead, though. They don't have to.
Up to 100 points.
That's true. They are up.
If anything, TR needs to do something, because they can't really rip in front of a Dragonite and a Garchomp. Their best way is to make a team fight.
Mamma ulting in.
Blastoise ults. Fighting on the back.
There's the Garchomp. Garchomp's allowed to ult now. And got scooped up. Hyper Beam. Zap. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. The side of TR is getting picked off one by one. It's just Espeon. And the fight for the rip ensues. The only way TR can even try to play for something is if Espeon out-secures them with Psybeam.
And there's no way it got taken out. Oh, we got ourselves a set here. Outrage taking game number 3.
They want to win.
They just need a proper healing support. Who would have thought? I mean, we figured it out. But I'm just glad they did. All right. Final score for this game number 3, 39 to 324. Outrage is on the board. All right. MVP is going to be King. 3 KOs, 6 assists, 89 overall rating, and a bunch of flat 100s for Outrage, Wraith, Red, and Outuse. Wow. Interesting. What do you think of the game so far?
I think the 100 caps on both top and bottom pads on both Zapdos and Dragonite kind of gave them the leverage they needed for Team Outreach to say, like, yes, we can rip and secure in your face, but we don't want to. We want to make you do something, and which TR eventually had to, because they cannot out secure the side of Team Outrage. Their best bet is maybe Psybeam on Espeon. Compared to Dragonite's Hyper Beam, it's gonna be really hard to out secure him. So their best bet was try to team fight, but they decided to team fight on a pad. That is pretty troll, if you ask me. You should want to fight away from pads.
Yep, I agree with the assessment. Kind of the gameplay loop for TR was to get a lead and like being able to outbrawl them, which they were doing in the previous two games. Just when they lost the point lead, then they have to like, oh, now they have to either fight for an objective or win the team fight. And if Charizard X, who's the main engage, goes in, then like, oh, Garchomp's free to, oh, Zapdos is free to do its thing. Then like they can turn the tables that way. So
Yes, and that's
Outrage
exactly what
recognized it.
happened here.
That's exactly what happened. Good stuff. Let's see what happens in game number 4. So much you can hear. TR wants second pick, right?
Let me know.
All right. Hands are the same as before. Ultras, Zacian, Champ, and over on orange side, Char Y, Articuno, and Cider. A lot of Articuno bands. That is interesting. Articuno can be outranged. It is a pretty good defender, but it has its weaknesses. That's clearly defined. So I personally don't think it's worth the ban. Either is Moltres, but whatever the teams are comfortable with.
All right, on the side here, we Team Outrage is picking the Zapdos first pick, and then TR is responding back with the old reliable Blastoise and Surfetch'd, followed up by the Mamoswine and Clefable again. I think they're picking up the same old comps as before. If it ain't broken, they'll fix it.
One ban I actually wanted to see out of the TL was to test out how deep the mon pool for their supporter player is. Try to ban out the Clef. They should try to test out the mon pool that they have, because Clef might be their only healing support that they have on the table. So you ban it out right, then like that's going to be a huge boon for your team. But they might have other plans, like the Zero Aura for resistance. This is the first time showing up in the set.
Yes, indeed. And King is known for having a really strong Zero Aura, so he means business.
All right, there's going to be a final pick for TR. It's going to be Sarah Ledge. Once again, a pretty balanced team. There is going to be more range this time. There's going to be the mage in. Oh, they got a Cramorant this time around. So yeah, range wise, Cramorant kind of counteracts Zapdos a little bit, but the engage is still the same for both teams. The only difference here is they have Zero Aura to play some off angles. Will this be a Discharge Zero Aura or a Wild Charge Zero Aura? That is going to be a key component.
I'd say it's smarter to play Discharge here because Wild Charge into a Blastoise or Surfetch might be a bad idea because it could invite death. On the side of TR, they have better split fights. They're better at split fights here. While on the side of Team Outrage, they're a better Death Ball with better burst. I'd say the best thing TR can do here is try to keep Team Outrage small because they have potentially the better early game. And if they're able to keep Team Outrage small and their levels low, they're able to have and play for score lead. I think they're able to come on top here. While on the side of the Team Outrage, if they're able to get that one kill, that one score, that one stack, they could be in the game, and the late game is going to be a lot better for them. So we shall see how the match goes.
It's going to be tough. Zapdos is a great early laner, and it's a late scaler, so it wins the bottom lane, then it rotates the top and helps ensure a win on top lane. That's been the gameplay loop. But let's see what happens here. Once again, we're going to have Surfetch and Eldegoss over at the top lane. Salage is going to be the jungler. Oops. Go in here. Salage is going to be the jungler. Over at the bottom is going to be Squirtle and Cramorant. Zapdos is lying in wait. There is the Discharge, pushing people out. That's how they win the bottom lane. Over in the jungle over here for Outrage, it's going to be Zero Aura. And we're going to have Lucario and Clef on the top lane.
The fight for 920Bs is on. Hopefully they're able to get the secures on the side of Team Outrage. Lucario gets 2 of those at the cost of his eject button.
Have to back up.
Clefable might be in trouble here. Able to get away, that is good, and have a Clefable level 4.
Zapdos working its way up.
Yep, the 4-man top that we've seen for the past 3 games, we see it here, folks.
Cramorant is here.
And the fight for the 850s is on.
They're boxing out Zapdos here. Good choice.
Oh, we have our first victim.
All right.
I'd say that's a lane 1. Able to get rid of their top laner.
There we have Mamo fighting this War Turtle and losing. It needs its level 5 ASAP. Zapdos is back to help it out. And there's the secure there. It's evening out.
10 seconds for Regidrago. And the levels for the side of TR is 4, 3, 5s, and 6. And on the side of Team Outrage is a level 7 Zero Aura, and everybody else is level 5. The levels are pretty even, except for Zero Aura, who is the highest level on the team.
This is a Volt Switch, Discharge Zero Aura. Alright. Will he do the combo and steal somebody? We're going to see. Zapdos wants nothing to do with that. He's going to leave.
They are looking for a potential 4-man push on the bottom side, on the side of TR.
And he can't get the old pull in. Gotta get KO'd for that. Zapdos also gonna get KO'd himself. Yep, numbers game, baby. They want it.
Yes, the side of TR has been playing for numbers advantage in terms of whenever they want to siege a pad, whenever they want to play for bees, they usually have a 4 or 5 man. And Team Outrage seems to struggle against this kind of strategy. On the side, on the top side, we see the Regieleki being flipped by the Lucario. Hopefully, he gets a secure with the power-up punch. He gets it with close combat.
Ledge ulting in. There it is.
He gets a 2-piece on the Zapdos. It could be a potential 3. Ooh.
That is a clean up. 70 points and more. There's a lot of points on the floor. Look at all that candy.
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of stacks there. He broke with a very small overcap. On the bot side, they're looking to play for the Registeel on the side of Team Outrage.
They're all ulting in, and it means business. Surfetch getting the secure, though, and the KO on Zero Aura.
Nah, Surfers goes down.
Ooh.
Able to punish him for trying to steal the Registeel here. We see the 550 beast about to spawn in any moment on the bot side. Clefable goes down.
This Emma having a bit of a rough game to that Cramorant.
Cramorant ults trying to get the base advantage for the side of TR to score and potentially break the bot pad with a nasty overcap of 20 points.
Right, center farm is up for grabs, and TR is all over it.
Yes, indeed. They have the space advantage and the level advantage. Serlich is level 12 and a score lead. Just like I said, just like I mentioned before, they want to keep the levels of Team Outrage small, and they're doing a really good job at it.
Yep, that Serlich is level 12, and that's nothing to scoff at. It's going to head up towards the top. Zero is a bit behind in levels. It's going to try to farm wherever it can. There isn't any farm available except from that, always from the top corner side. Mammal going in with a huge Earthquake and Ice Fang.
We see the Surface ult, the Blastoise ult. So many ults being wasted
That's
here.
a huge Zap Cannon. There goes Serlich.
Yeah, he goes down. Serlich is... And the Surface is down. They're able to play for this Regieleki here and potentially push this.
Yep, Serlich couldn't get any value from its ult because it ulted into the Mamoswine, who counter-ulted.
On the side of Team Outrage, they have Zero Aura ult to work with still for the bottom objective. While on the side of TR, they have Cramorant ult. They only have one ult to work with on either side.
Yeah, Zero went from level 10 to level 12 after that fight. That's nuts.
Yes, indeed. You see Mamoswine looking for the engage, but it gets countered with a Cramorant ult with a flash, getting its first victim of the Clefable.
And Surfetch takes it. That is an ace there. And they gave the levels back. Cramorant with the triple KO. Make that a quad.
Yeah, that Cramorant is gonna easily make level 14 if he's able to get his farm rotations up. Same thing with Serlich. It could be possible that Serlich might reach level 15 this game.
Yeah, with Cramorant's ult, it goes from a mid-range mage to a long-range ADC.
That fight for the Regidrago is on, able to just flip it on spawn and get more EXP out of this objective.
Yep, there it is.
The side of Team Outrage is trying to get their level spikes of level 13 and able to just play for the top objective potentially. They want levels and they want kills.
Oh, yep, as Surfetch goes. You have to be careful trying to get that bees up top. That contested farm. Other teams are looking for it. And you know Outrage is hungry for experience.
Yes, indeed. The side of TR is not playing for Regieleki here because it could be a potential risk of them dying trying to play for it. They play it safe. They play for positioning.
Ice Fang. Oh, that should be a pickup there. Yep, forced an eject out of Serlich. Not going to have it again.
The Regieleki goes in, but it doesn't matter. They're too far away to actually try to play for a score.
Groudon is here. Right. That is an Ice Fang. Trying to make sure he doesn't chase. You have Serlich playing off angle, but I think Zero saw that one. Going in. It whiffed. It hit Zapdos. Zapdos is going to ult here. Serlich all by itself. Can't get the Zap Cannon. All right, this is the time to make a play. Serlich is way in the back, but that means the rest of the team can't fight this over here. No, there's a big opportunity on the table here. No one's really taking it. Unfortunate. We have Zero Aura chasing him to hell and high water. No pickups, though.
We see a potential victim here.
Balance is about to be broken. Uh-oh, Blastoise ulted.
Oh
There is
no,
Megaluca,
Team
but he goes
Algae.
down too. Outrage
It's
remains.
just their aura. Yes, oh, he could potentially try to look for a steal or potential team wipe.
Got some pick. You got a pick there, but that ult was too late. Unfortunate. I believe it was a mistake to have everyone chase that Zerlich for too long. They couldn't quite catch him due to the distance gap, but they could have made a 5v4 and make Zerlich turn back around. They just didn't capitalize on it.
I think the smartest idea here was to try to, like, punish the Cerulege for being away from the pit and just make the fight be in pit instead of chasing them.
Agreed.
Because that's exactly what the side of TR wants, to make the fight away from pit so that the pressure of a flip doesn't happen.
Yep, that should do it. We are taking game number 4 for a 3-1 victory. Good stuff to both teams, though. It became a much more competitive set after game 2. Final score is going to be 324 to 158. Lundy, the Cerulege, is going to be the MVP. 11 KOs, 13 assists, and 85 overall rating. These are some beefy numbers from TR. All right. Over on Outrage's side, MVP, or SVP, I would like to say, was the Mammoth Spine. It did have very good engagements with the Earthquake and Ice Fang. That is nice to be trifled with. They almost won the team fight flat out when they got the Ice Fang on Cerulege. It's just, if everyone's on top of that, if everyone just popped ult on Cerulege right then and there, this would have been a very different outcome. Looking at the battle data, they have Crosshand with 83k, Zero with 971. These are some very good numbers. GG's to both players. I'll see if we can get an interview with one of the teams. Stay tuned. All right, we have TR here, the winners of the set. How you guys doing?
Good, pretty good. How about you?
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
just
Exciting, exciting games there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very fun.
you guys are all stopping the yard for those first 2 games. Let's talk about it for a second. How are you guys feeling from those first 2 games?
First one, a little sketchy because they did have Machamp and Zap, so
Yeah.
we were a little skeptical at first, but
Mhm.
we managed to pull through on that.
Likewise,
the,
yeah.
the Zardex mixed with Clefable and a Starfetch'd, we just never die. We just have
Yeah,
way too much
that's
to
the
say.
ability.
And they went. I think they went Trick instead of Portal. I think if they went Portal, they would have had a much better chance. because they would have been able to reset. But because they went portal, they can only really pocket one other person. And the Zardex just counters the Garchomp ult. So Garchomp ults Zardex.
Machamp ult as well.
Yeah, Zardex ults the Garchomp out of his ult. So it wasn't too bad. Second game was a little sketchy as well because they had much better, or they should have much better early game than us. At least,
But luckily we grabbed the Zapdos there, and with that damage, that really fixed the ADS for us.
To counter. Yeah, we grabbed Zap to counter the early game, and that went pretty well top side because we like to send a 4 top.
Yeah, but I did notice that like for the first 2 games, it was just a big heal diff. They just the thing about if one team has a healer, then like they can just heal off like a good entry damage. They can reset and they just keep fighting for much longer, as opposed to the other team that if they don't have a healer of their own, then like you just on the back foot immediately. And they weren't running any cursed items, so there was also that. But that brings us to the game 3 where they did make that adaptation. They did pick up the Clef there, and they had Moonlight. They even took a game off of you guys. How are you guys feeling about game 3 there?
Game 3, we were a little off put by the by them taking realistically, yeah, the Clefable was a little bit of a problem, but the Zap was a bigger problem because we didn't really have anything to fire back. We had, I guess we had Espeon, but that was a bit of a problem. That game wasn't too bad. The main problem we had was at Zap fight, we fought on their pad. That was the main issue.
Yeah, I also that one.
When we forced the Zap to flash, at that point, we needed a back away. We got his flash, which is huge, because now he can't reposition. And then we just wait for him to come in and we catch him again.
Yeah, I also feel like
it was pretty even for that one. That one
was very even for like 9 minutes.
Yeah, man. Like whenever we try to like pick the fights with them, like we beat them in the fight, and when we try to push, they have so much stability on the path with Clef and the out damage of Zapdos. So once Zapdos was in, that's a window to like score, but we can have that window with the Clef sustaining them.
Yeah, they also had an engaged comp like you guys did, and they took a page out of your book. They picked up a good healing support, so that's how that's how that game was so even. You guys had similar comps. Well, but that brings us to our last game where you guys kind of broke away and got the win there. How you guys feeling about that one? You guys gotta feel good about that one.
That one was much easier just because they dropped the double front line. They only had, or the triple front line, they only had double now. So instead of having the Garchomp and an Outrage, or not Outrage, instead of that's his name, instead of having
Hyperbeam Dragonite,
or just double all rounders for the front line, they instead went with a Zero Aura.
Super squishy.
So they're pretty squishy. It doesn't matter if they have Clef Sustain because if we can just burst them, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I also went with the anti-heal there just in case.
Situation topside with Plenty. We had no comms that all of that was happening topside until we looked. Thankfully, we got though.
Yeah, I was like, shit, I got to ult there. Because like, if not, I'll be dead.
Yeah, the Zero was definitely an interesting pick. I think it was just trying to do the discharge volt switch combination, but it would go in with a discharge and a volt switch, and like due to Eldegoss just being there, there's not a lot of damage which is happening, and they would either die on the way in or just be very low on the way out. So like that would fizzle. And
the thing is too, like he doesn't really want to he can't jump into the Ceruledge because he'll get Ceruledge is playing Psycho Cut with the Flame Dash.
Just chunks the defense down.
So like he'll get shredded if he tries to jump in on the Ceru. He's not really gonna hurt a Blastoise, and that's not someone you want to jump into because then you'll get CC'd. Our Cram was playing Dive, so he just dives out of the way. I guess he can go on the LD, I suppose, and then if he tries to jump the Surfetch just detects no damage. So like, there's no one really for him to go on except for the LD.
That's a very interesting choice. I will say during the beginning of that Groudon fight, they had a very good engage with the Ice Fang Mamo. I was surprised they didn't rip any ults from that. That Sarah was away. I'm like, oh, well, that goes the fight.
Yeah, I was ready. I was holding the ball. I was like, are you going to do something? No? Okay, I'm down. Bye.
Also, I kind of just waited for them to kind of blow a lot of stuff, and then whenever I saw the Lucario wasn't unstoppable, I would just ult him. Just to make sure he gets CC'd.
Yep, that is his weakness. There's intervals where Lucario is just vulnerable.
Yeah, you gotta catch him when unstoppable. Granted, when he's in Mega Stage, he's almost always either charging up or in close combat, so like it's hard to catch him. But as long as you don't feed him any damage during close combat,
He will be sustained from it. Yeah,
he doesn't get any sustain. But the more important thing is the not close combat. The power up punch doesn't go on cooldown.
Yeah,
it doesn't get reset, which is the important part.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you can catch him.
Yeah.
You guys know.
That's why you ran like triple anti-heal for that Sengetsu.
Oh yeah, anti-heal, yeah.
Yeah, well, congratulations once again to TR. You guys have won your set for the week. Yeah, you know the deal. This will be uploaded on various spots. GX2_Unite. Look forward to that. This will be published as soon as we're done here, so you guys can watch it right away at your leisure. And then the raw set, will just be uploaded in isolation. So yeah, good stuff.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thanks for playing, guys. You guys did well.
Thank you.
Catch you later.
We'll see you in the next one.
All right. Oh, you heard it here, chat. I got things to upload. Thanks for stopping by. This was a bit unannounced for me. I didn't receive a caster's ping, so I just had to wing it. But we made it through. Good stuff to everybody. You guys have a good night.